We have begun. So, I am so glad to be back. My favorite part about doing these live streams instead of doing the normal YouTube videos so far is that I don't have to do as much editing. And hopefully, oh, by the way, I have more light this time, so that's good. That's ideal. But anyway, yeah, I like that I don't have to edit these. They're done, and then you know people can watch them later, I guess, but that's really not the point of them. The point of them is to be able to interact with you people. Who are you? Who is this? Oh, we have two. Two of you? Welcome. Welcome, two of you. I don't know who. Oh, good. I see who you are, Caroline. Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, welcome. We have plans. I have plans. Would you like to know the plans? Of course you'd like to know the plans. So, this is, you may remember this from last time. The beginning, the middle, and the end. Super complicated plans. We have another joiner. Welcome, third person. I don't know who you are. Mathman L. Welcome, Mathman L. Awesome. So here's the general plans. So first off, I have 3 patrons. So that's a thing. I keep looking down at this screen instead of looking up at the eyeball through which you guys can actually see me, the lens. I have 3 patrons. So if you guys don't know what Patreon is, it's where you can subscribe to donate to people you believe in and to causes that you believe in, and in this case to projects that you believe in, because that's what I'm doing. You guys may remember from last week the 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 tree of projects. We won't be working on that more today or modifying that today, but we will come back to it. Instead, today we have one main thing planned, which is this. It may look like a. Oh, there's 4 of you. Welcome. I don't know who the 4th one is. Say hi in the chat so I know who you are. And then we're gonna make Mjolnir. Well, we're gonna make my Mjolnir. Yeah, the beautiful tree. It was actually a very ugly bush. However, it was knotty, and by knotty I mean it has a lot of knots and stuff in it. And I was like, you know what? There's basically nothing that's useful for. But if I pull it out of the fire, then I can keep it, and I can potentially make something interesting out of it. So that's what we're gonna try to do? Question mark. We're gonna see how it goes. It might be a little bit too dried out already. I might let it dry out too long. So we'll see. But uh, even if this doesn't work, we can still work on the handle. Oh, hey, Corinne! Awesome. Hello, welcome. I'm glad you're here. So that's the plan. So we're gonna do some whittling, some hardcore whittling today, hopefully. And then we'll end with some scheduling. We're gonna talk about because actually this time of the week won't work super good for me because this is normally date night. It wasn't this week, but it usually is. So we'll have to choose a different day of the week. Although this time of day works fine for me. But anyway, so there we go. Those are the plans. I want to say thank you to my patrons out there, all you big supporters. We currently have 3. We have 3 monthly supporters, and the goal right now is 5. So if you guys know anybody that that likes what we're doing, I had a battery in my pocket. Yeah, bring them over. Let's get it. Let's get things done. So, and then I should tell you about any new improvements to the studio that happened this week. The main one is that I moved the grow light that was out by the we had a live Christmas tree this year that was still potted, so that every year we can have a whole, like, so it grows, it's bigger every year, but the same tree. And we had a grow light set up for it, and in order, because it's indoors, obviously, for like a month and a half or a month. And so we have some grow lights. So they're pretty strong. They're pretty bright. They put out a lot of lumens. And I decided, well, wait a second. Now I don't need them with the Christmas tree. I can bring them in here. So I only have one of them set up yet, and it's not set up really. It's just on the ground. But uh, hopefully, I'm thinking I'm gonna have it up above over there on the top of the hutch. That's my plan for now, at least. That's the idea. And then I've just cleared up some stuff. Uh, got a chair, and we have a sewing machine. Did you guys know that? I have a sewing machine. So at some point, we gotta get into some sewing projects. And I don't know how to use a sewing machine. I've only ever done like little stitching stuff with my hands. So that'll be interesting. And if you are curious about becoming a patron, as soon as you become a patron, you get access to 2 of my writings and 3 videos. So you get some exclusive stuff right away, and then I will continue to make more exclusive stuff in the future. But anyway, but we need to get to this project because I don't know how far into this project we're really going to be able to get done today. We might not get hardly any of it done. We might get a lot of it done. I don't know. We're gonna have to do some whittling, and find out. So I put the the knife somewhere over here. Here it is. I'm just gonna use a little Mora, but anyway, that's what we're gonna be doing. If you're worried about the mess in here, because I'm pretty sure Eric is probably watching. Oh, Wickford is watching. Wickham. Elliot Wickford is watching. Hello, hi, welcome. I'm glad to know who you are now. Welcome. Did Tobias say the same thing? Oh, okay. Anyway, so welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm super stoked. Do you want to see the tools that I'm going to use? Yeah. Yeah? You guys want to see everything we're going to use? So I have my Leathermans, both of them, my inherited Leatherman and my work Leatherman. I don't know if we're going to use that, but we might use the little saw some. Then we also have a bigger saw, which will actually probably be the first tool we end up using, I think. Well, no. But anyway, we have a big saw. Then we have my favorite tool, and this is actually the tool that is inspiring the whole project. I wouldn't even be doing this project except that I have a tool that I want to find projects to use it for. And so I've got to show you this thing, and I love it. I haven't named it. If you guys want, we can come up with a name for it. That's a great idea. But I have this beautiful old masterpiece. If you've ever seen one of these in person, these are like wizard magic. I mean, these are so awesome. I've done a little bit of boring with it, but not very much. And it's in super good shape. It's somebody bought it for a cabin they were gonna build around the previous turn of the century, and then never built that cabin. Instead, they ended up paying somebody else to. So it's been used very little, even though it's super old. It has been sitting on a shelf essentially its entire life. When the people who owned it, the people who owned this auger, they didn't even know what it was. Which to me, maybe this is just because I've been around cabins a lot, but like I don't know how you could not see this and know what it was. To me, it looks pretty obvious. But they were like, "Is that for like breaking through the ice or something?" And I was like, "Yes, yes. Can I buy it?" And they were like, "Well, yeah." It was an estate sale, and they were selling all sorts of stuff. Most of it was like, I mean, a lot of it was very old, like very old antique stuff, but a lot of it was not in good condition or high quality. But this bad boy was hanging on the wall, and I was walking around with my boss at the time, who he did construction with me. Oh my goodness! Whoa! Hello, everybody. Yes, it is gorgeous. Yes, it is awesome. Audrey is not the worst name. That makes me think of two. There's 2 Audreys that come to mind. I need to write down that name though. Audrey. Makes me think of Audrey Hepburn, obviously. But also, what's the name of the girl um, that plays April in Parks and Rec? I think her name is Audrey. But anyway, great name, idea. I mean, you could use it to break through the ice. Just not recommended. Yeah, that was kind of my point when they asked me about it. I was like, I mean, I guess, but no, that is definitely not its intended purpose. So yeah, I've been trying to think of ideas to use this for. I have used it for one project, and it did not work out well. The wood I was using, I mean, it made all the holes just fine. That wasn't the problem, but the wood I was using was not in very good condition. It did not turn out as a good project, but which might be the case for this project as well. But anyway, so I'm super excited about this. Obviously, this is how we make the hole in order to put the handle onto Mjolnir, which also we have to find a name for, by the way. Aubrey or Audrey? I don't know which. Aubrey. Is it Aubrey Hepburn or Audrey Hepburn? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out later. So there's that. In terms of tools, that's most everything, because I already showed you the knife, the Mora we're going to use. And then the most important tool we're going to use today is probably a broom to clean up this mess. So that's important in case Erica's watching from the other room. Also, we have some boiled linseed oil. That's how we're going to finish it. But I highly doubt we'll get to that step today. So I think the whittling alone is going to take Aubrey Plaza, Parks and Rec. Yeah, praise God for Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is like one of my favorite shows ever. I love that show. Love that show. Okay, well, let's see how hard it is to actually carve this thing. I don't even know what kind of wood it is. I literally pulled it out of a burn pile, and that is all I know about it. That's 100% of what I know about it. So, and yeah, so let's get some of the bark off of here and get going. Do we have any Parks and Rec fans? Is that how you knew that, Corinne? Do you love Parks and Rec? Or do you just happen to know that? Well, you can't really see what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys even do want to see what I'm doing. I don't know, but here we go. I don't know if this is interesting to you guys. I hope you guys find this interesting. I think it's interesting. Basically, a lot of the projects I'm going to do on here are the projects I want to do, but I don't normally get time to do because there's not a real, there's nothing urgent. There's no reason why it needs to get done. So there's tons of like little projects that we always have in the back of our head of like, oh, that'd be a cool little thing to do. But then I never get the chance to do them because I never like prioritize them. And I feel like by having this time with you guys, I'll be able to prioritize them because, well, you're here. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Yeah, I've seen it once. Love clips from it though. Yeah, no joke. I mean, it's so quotable. Like such small portions can be so much fun. I want to see. Very interesting. Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm gonna get back to what I'm doing. It's easy to get distracted. Yeah. Oh no. I instantly realized that I'm about to make my computer super dirty. What is my plan? Nick, do you have a plan? Yes, I do. I have this. And I did not actually have a plan, but now I have a plan. Okay. There's stuff coming off. That's what we wanted. You know what? It occurs to me, Elliot, you've probably done more whittling than I have. Especially as an adult, I haven't done very much whittling anymore. The closest thing to whittling I've done as an adult is like making, what do you call it? Whoop, boop, 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 boop. See, we're learning already. I mean, when I go camping, I make steaks all the time and stuff like that. But man, this is. just a little bit at a time, I guess. So the what do you call it? The live stream is still going to be the same amount of time, by the way. I'm not going to try to live stream doing the entire project or doing this whole thing or like anything like that one. Bar of ivory soap. Yeah, as a kid, I think I did some soap carving in Pathfinders. I don't know if any of you guys were Pathfinders, but well, I think Elliot was, I'm pretty sure. Mostly on a lathe. Hard to call that whittling though. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, anything where you're doing it with a machine starts to seem less and less like whittling, I feel like. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. I have no idea what the actual definition of whittling is. But although one of you could look it up for me real quick and put it and tell me what is the actual definition of whittling. I'd be curious to learn that. This section over here, for whatever reason, is real tough because I think it's because it's caved in a little bit, so it's hard. Yeah, Pathfinders. I love Pathfinders growing up as a kid. Well, a little bit involved with Pathfinders now here in Texas, because, yeah, well, whenever they go camping, I'm going to try and get involved. Let's put it that way. I'm not interested in being involved in like normal day-to-day Pathfinder stuff, but. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, and you're obviously certainly welcome to come back too. So so you can see the progress, hopefully, assuming there is much. But I think in an hour we can probably get quite a bit of progress done. So I think this thing's gonna look quite a bit different. Ooh, I need to be careful. Is it rude of me to be like doing this toward the camera? I don't know. Yeah. It's funny. I had two very different Pathfinder experiences from two very different clubs. My first club, they were a cool club, but they were very into all of the like honors and a lot of the paperwork stuff, and like everybody was trying to get honors all the time and like do the homework and the this and that and whatever. And then my second club was much less that way and much more focused on just learning outdoor skills. And so we actually just spent tons of time camping. I mean, like probably half of that Pathfinder club revolved around camping. We would get honors, but you'd only ever get honors that were related to the things you were actually having to do, right? So it was cool. And I think that's the kind of Pathfinder club that probably fits my personality better. But, you know, everybody is different, you know. Some kids really love all that indoor learning. They don't actually want to be outside. They want to be, but they still enjoy learning about the outdoors, you know. So I get it. Like, it's just, but if I ever become a Pathfinder leader, which I don't think I ever will, but if I did, I would be almost exclusively focused on the camping stuff. But anyway, well, like I was saying, here in Texas, I plan on volunteering to help them with their camping related things. This is actually a bit of a workout. I'm going to take this. We can lose a leg today. So, and it seems like this Pathfinder group, they seem pretty committed and pretty dedicated and pretty cool and stuff. But they don't seem like have a whole lot of people like me that have a lot of outdoor experience and such. So I think I have something I can contribute, hopefully. But we'll see. Who knows? Only time will tell. It's kind of like everything that way. So I hear myself in the other room again. Erica must be watching. I hope she's not worried that I'm going to cut myself. Where? That poor girl. She's gonna be watching a live stream while I put a knife through my leg. Hopefully not. That's not the plan. I should have worn a t-shirt. This is real work. Let's turn it around and do this way. Let's see what that's like. You know, I think if I was a thinking man, I'd say we could cut this bunch of knob right here, this whole section right here off. What do you say? Yeah, I think so. So that's what we're gonna try and do. What's the right way to do that when you're just sitting on a chair in a room? I don't know. I'm gonna try this first, I guess. Have you guys ever... I got busted for sneaking away from the group with a boy on a camping trip. Oh, that's so classic. Put that on the ground. What? Oh, put this on the ground? Well, then I'm way down here. That's not safe. I'm way... Let's see. We'll see. Here. See what you think of it now. Does that look like an improvement? I'm much closer to my leg now. Luna hears it. I hear Luna barking. On the ground, not your leg. Better. Yeah. Well, yeah, but now the blade is closer to my leg, though. Don't tell Eric I did this. What did it say? On the ground, better. Thank you. Just as nerve-wracking. Yeah. Well, you know, that's what I have to provide. I have excitement. We got nothing but excitement going on over here. It's an exciting show. You might watch me lose a leg, you might watch me lose, who knows what? You never know. You never know. Multiple angles. Put it on the chair. I don't want to put it on the chair. I might hurt the chair. Here's the thing. The chair cannot heal itself. I have healing abilities. The chair has a zero... what's it called? Like, its healing ability score is 0. If I get hurt, I just put a band-aid on it, and we're good to go 3 days later. Kids at home, just so you know, kids, you are not a professional, and neither am I. And life's too short to wait for a professional to make you a hammer. Because you know what? I don't have it. I'm kidding. Sort of.
Okay, just so I've been going way too long for how little progress I've made. I need to get a move on. Get a move on, buddy. Yeah, that's better. Oh, I just found a much better solution. Someday I'm going to have a table in here. I got a table on the way. My mom's supposed to be bringing it down. I'm looking forward to it. It's a nice, big maroon table that I used to use for working a while ago. I actually didn't get it set up the way I wanted it until right before I moved to Idaho. And then once I got to Idaho, I didn't have it anymore. And I haven't had it since. It's been in storage, but I'm going to have it again soon. I'm looking forward to it. I've been missing it the whole time it's been away. A little work table. It's nothing too special, but it's done good by me. If one of my uncles got on here, they'd be so disappointed. They'd be like, he doesn't know how to do that at all. They'd be like, that boy doesn't know how to even use a saw. You're right. Ain't nobody gonna teach me neither. I can hear Luna out there stressing about it. That's funny. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It seems like it's taking forever, but it's still a lot faster than if I tried to whittle that huge knob off. This might wind up being the most embarrassing thing I ever didn't succeed at on YouTube. We'll see. My heart rate goes up when I can't see your thumb. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? What about now? Yeah, fair enough. Maybe I could turn this way, I guess, and then you can see where it is a little bit better. This is the way I've been holding it. So that's also why you couldn't see it. But also, my thumb is on the back side of the saw, so it's not like my thumb can get hurt. So, see, watch. I could hit my thumb there all day. Nothing would happen. Well, that's not true. I'd probably get a blister if I did that. I feel like a little kid doing this. I feel like this is how little kids do things. They don't have all the tools. They just have one and they want to use it. Because I feel like even myself, I'd much rather be doing this in a vise. So, which I have. I have a vise. I don't have a table to hook it into yet. Until that red one gets here. My hands are getting sweaty. We're getting close. Can you see that? We're almost there. Actually, I could probably just break it off now. Nope. Not without a hammer. I don't have a hammer in here. Why didn't I bring a hammer in? Well, anyway, I've got plenty of hammers. In fact, Nick, if you have so many hammers, why are you making another one? I have a lot of hammers. I do not have any mallets. So, we're making a mallet. Mjolnir the mallet. Or my Mjolnir the mallet. Here. We'll see. I am pretty certain I now have the power. Sure enough. To remove it. There we go. Perfect. That's a little bit closer to the size that we're looking, the shape and size that we're looking for. We're heading in the right direction, it seems like. So, it also appears as though we took a bunch of the label off because I was crooked. All right, now let's get back to some serious, hardcore whittling. Somebody gave me a thumbs up at some point. Well, thank you. Awesome. I think that might be my first ever thumbs up on a YouTube video. While I was making the YouTube video, in terms of live streaming. I don't think I've gotten a thumbs up on a live stream yet. That might have been my first. I'm probably just not remembering one from last time, or like 3 from last time. I don't know. So, already though, we've had quite a few more visitors on the live stream this time than we did last time. So that's been fun. We had 3 at one point last time, I think. So, welcome to all of the newcomers. I hope you enjoyed what you see, what you came for. A little bit of shenanigans, mostly. That's most of what I do. Oh my goodness, we're running out of time, folks. I just gotta get after it. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna go super fast with this knife. Some of you guys are worried about my safety. Well, it's nice that people are worried more about my safety than my sanity nowadays. I mean, that's a big improvement. I've always had people scared about or worried about my sanity, which, to be fair, I mean that comes with the territory of they were probably also just as worried about my safety as well. But my sanity is not nearly as in question as it has been sometimes in the past. So that's good. That's good. Just counting my blessings over here. That's the thing. You gotta be grateful. If you ain't grateful, you ain't got it. You ain't got it. If you ain't grateful, you ain't getting it either. You're missing out on the whole life thing.
that whole life thing, you gotta be grateful for it, whatever it is, whatever you got. Sometimes you don't got nothing good. You still gotta take some time to be grateful. It's important. I think sometimes we forget that. We assume that being thankful is only for the good times, or we think that being grateful is only for the good times, or like we think Thanksgiving is for the holiday. But man, it's for every day. So important. I think you start to see that a lot, like when you spend some time around some people that are real successful on the deep level, like they're internally, they're holistically successful, not just successful in terms of money or status or something. Those people, when you find them that are successful on a spiritual level or on a whatever level, however you want to classify it, but like in their whole soul is full of success, those people are always grateful. Always grateful. You always find there's a few things that are always common between those. They don't always believe the same things, those people, but they've got a few things that they almost always have in common. You would think it almost seems like coincidence that they do, but it's more than that. It's a part of it. It's a part of those people that are successful on the soul scale, successful all the way down to their core. It's funny. Some of the people that were the most soul successful, like really successful down to the depths of them. Some of the people I've known like that the most, they didn't have any money. They didn't have nothing. They sure had something else. Something the rest of us would kill. And ironically, though, if you get jealous of that kind of success, you're guaranteed to not attain it. Which is, I think there's something poetic about that. It's the kind of success you cannot attain by jealousy or by coveting or desiring somebody else's success. You gotta. It's a type of success that only comes from the journey itself. Everybody has their own journey. So, something beautiful about that. There's something beautiful too about taking just a tiny bit of wood off of this thing every stroke. I don't know what my problem is, but man, this is actually really satisfying. Gradually watching this thing change. I think there's something always real satisfying about watching something like slowly evolve or change. I think that's one of the things that makes children so satisfying for a lot of people. Lots of folks. I think it's also what makes children so terrifying for lots of folks. For a second there, we had a jump in viewership. Did you guys see that? I don't know if we have anybody listening right now, but for a second there, we had 5 people on here. We had a jump in viewers. I don't know who they were. I didn't see them say anything in the chat, but hope they're having a good day. Hope they're finding what they're looking for, even if it's not here.
Down to 2, just the last 2. Well, I'm glad you're here. We're almost done with the whittling part of the show, and we'll get back to the decision-making stuff, the important stuff. Real good grimy stuff. You see, we've got a few decisions to make during this live stream today. So I'm gonna be expecting some responses in the comments, although if you don't, that's okay. I understand that too. But we've got to decide when to do this again next week. So last week we decided on Monday, but Monday nights are not actually going to work like I thought days was. So, and I have work Sundays and Tuesdays, so we'll probably, oh, it looks like there's just one of you left. That's okay. We'll probably, well, I think I know who you probably are if I was a guessing man, but we will convene next week. Does anyone have any? There's only one of you now. So the votes are pretty simple. You're the only voter. So, oh, thank you. Corinne said she really liked our wedding website. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Make sure you suggest a song for the wedding reception. We're taking suggestions for the wedding reception. So hopefully we'll get some songs that aren't just our own ideas, but also some other people's. Wednesdays would be great. Yeah, if Wednesdays same time, if that would work for you, that'll definitely work for me. So I think that's what we'll expect. We'll expect to do here's the final product for this week, friends. Wham. Balop bop boom balop bam boom. So there's that. And then next week, I think we'll plan on Wednesday then, it sounds like. So Wednesday, 6:05, you know the time. The 05, it turns out, is just because I start setting up the live stream at 6 o'clock, and then it's about 5 minutes of process of doing things on the interwebs in order to get it going. So, so next week, next week, Wednesday, 6 o'clock, 6:05. I'll see you guys back here. Let me check my notes to make sure there's nothing else we need to talk about. Oh, I have a podcast. Did you guys know I had a podcast? We are hopefully recording another one this week. And so not this coming Wednesday, but next Wednesday is when we'll do the next live stream. But this Wednesday, I'll be recording the second episode of my podcast. The first episode, I will put it in the description of this after the video's done. But you can watch it on, it's called redcircle.com, I think. I will be at ballet class. Oh, no. Not ballet class. What about Thursday? Does Thursday work for everybody? Hello? So yeah, next week I'm gonna plan on Wednesday still at 7 your time, which would be 6 our time, my time. So anyway, okay, so Corinne, are you available on Thursday or Thursdays are good? Thursdays good for you, Carolee? Carolee, I got a quick question. Are Thursdays gonna work for you? Can we swing a Thursday 6 o'clock p.m.? Can we do it? Corinne says Thursdays are good. But we need everybody on board. We gotta have both of you. There's only 2 of you, so at this stage, it's important to make sure we get both of you.
Both of you. Both of you. Both of you. Date nights, unless we do it an hour earlier. Corinne, can we do it an hour earlier? Man, this is actually so suspenseful. Bah! Yep. So an hour earlier, so it's 5 o'clock my time on Thursday. That's what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? I'm gonna write it down. Right here. You guys ready? 5:05 Thursday. Is that right? 5:05 Thursday? That's what we're doing? Cha cha cha. We got it figured out. Can you do an hour earlier, Nick? Yes, I can. I have the power. I have the power. Perfect. And I'm thinking about naming this tree. The tree picture. I'm gonna name it the Tree of Effort. And we're gonna like, it's the bigger the trunk section in that section is how much effort I put into it. Metaphorically, not probably literally. But awesome. We've got a time figured out for next week, and good. It's on the calendar. It's gonna be on my calendar too. Do you guys want to see my calendar? I made a new calendar. This week. It's the month of January. You can tell because it says January. That's how you can tell. Yeah, I drew it myself. I am what they call a drooder, a drawer. But anyway, yeah. So good. So all right, cool. But also be looking for that podcast. That podcast will be coming out. I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video. I forgot to when I was starting the video, but I'll put a link in the description of this video for the podcast and for Patreon. So, because those are the two other things that are actually going already. There's plenty of other things I'm planning to do. You know, the tree is full of things that I'm planning to do, but those are the main two things that I already have going. So, yeah, you guys can check either of those out. Awesome. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say. Well, thank you guys for coming. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope your heart levels were a total roller coaster. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you some culinary exercise. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for some culinary. Wait, no, that's not the right word. Coronary. Coronary? Culinary is food. So no, none of that exercise. But the heart exercise. So, whatever it's called. But anyway, okay. Is there anything else you guys need to say before I go? Otherwise, I'm gonna sign out and close this thing. I'm gonna check my Fitbit. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, give us an update once this is a YouTube video, which might be tomorrow or might be in an hour or two. You should tell us in the comments what your Fitbit information was. Take care. Stay safe. Stay well. Hit that bell to subscribe. You know, the subscription bell. So hit that bell. Stay well. And I'll see you next Thursday at 6:05.